everybody, and welcome to Overwatts. This is the series where you will get to learn everything you could possibly want to know about every character that is in Overwatch. Every series, or every episode I should say, is going to be a brand new character, and not only will we take a look at their skills, tips on how to use them, go through all of their intros and their skins and their emotes, but we're also going to take a look at their backstory, because every single character has a story as to how they became who they are. And I think it's a shame if we just let that go to waste. So this is going to be the place where you get to find out absolutely everything about every single character. Now we are going to kick things off with my personal favorite character currently in Overwatch, and that is D.VA. Hannah, I don't know, Hannah probably, D.Va Song was once a programmer. She became a professional StarCraft player who participated in the WCS Korea Code 5 League. At the age of 16, Song became the #1 ranked player in the world and proceeded to go undefeated for the next 3 years in all competitions. She became an international star, beloved by her fans at home and abroad, and toured in exhibitions around the world. A fierce competitor, Song played to win at any cost and gained a well-earned reputation for showing no mercy to her opponents. At home, however, not all was well, as Mecha struggled to maintain its defense against the Omnic that repeatedly attacked the nation. As the Omnic continued to adapt, it eventually disrupted Mecha's drone control networks, forcing the military to place pilots in the mechs. Scrambling to find suitable candidates, the government turned to the country's professional gamers, who possess the necessary reflexes and instincts to operate the mech's advanced weapons systems. Top stars were drafted, including Song. Seeing her new mission as a game, Song now fiercely charges into battle alongside the rest of her mecha unit, ready to spring to her nation's defense at a moment's notice. Recently, she has begun to stream combat operations to her adoring fans, and her growing following has turned her into a global icon. Now, that backstory might give you an idea as to why she's my favorite character. She's a pro StarCraft player, she is #1 in the world, and now she's in this mech and she's kicking everyone's ass in real life, protecting her country. And she's just super cool. She has awesome lines like "nerf this" when she uses her super. She says that she's ready to own some noobs. She just has this whole thing about her that I find really cool. She's a gamer. She treats this as a game, even though it is real life battle. And she just has really nice lines. She's sassy. She knows she's good at the game. She knows she's good at what she does. And I likes that a lot. Now let's get into her skills and stats on the battlefield. So D.Va's really unique in the fact that she has 2 states. She fights within her mech, and then when you destroy her mech, get it down to 0 health, she pops out and she's running around just with a little pistol. So when she's in the state where she's just running around with her pistol, she has 150 health. Within her mech, she has 100 health, but she has 400 armor, which is a lot. She can take a big beating before she has to actually get out of her mech and fight on her feet. She has fusion cannons as her primary weapon. They are twin short-range rotating cannons. They lay down continuous high damage fire without needing to reload, but they do slow down D.Va's movement when they are active. So you don't have to reload, but you can't really jump around and duck and dive and do all of those cool things because your movement is slowed. Her first skill are the boosters, where D.Va's mech launches into the air. Her momentum carrying her forward, she can turn and change directions or barrel through her enemies, knocking them back. So this is a really way to get up high. It's also a really good way to knock people off capture points and do damage to them, or if someone's camping, you can go up there and get in their face and take them down. Her next skill is called Defense Matrix. D.Va can activate this forward-facing targeting array to shoot incoming projectiles out of the air. So basically, it's a big shield where she blocks projectiles. So this is where she gets her tank role, because she's got the lot of armor and she's also got this defense matrix. Now her ultimate is called Self-Destruct. D.Va ejects from her mech and sets its reactor to explode, dealing massive damage to nearby enemies. So you can run in there, press your ultimate, run out, and take out everybody. Even if you don't kill everyone, it's enough to push people off capture points, which is awesome. Her other ultimate is just calling a mech. So after you do destroy your mech, do not fear, you can get your mech right back. And even if you get killed out of your mech goes down and you're running around with your little pistol and 150 health, which is not a lot, you will be able to call in another mech. You're not going to be mechless forever. You just have to stay alive long enough to get one call back in. So I have definitely played the most amount of time with D.Va. I obviously will be playing just as much time with the other characters that I do videos on because I want to be able to inform you guys on little tips and tricks that I pick up along the way. A really big one that I figured out with D.Va was that if there are people camping with turrets, she is absolutely amazing at taking not only the turret out, but also those people. Bastion, I'm looking at you. The way that you can do it is to press your first skill, which activates your boosters. You get right on top of them and then activate your ultimate. This is going to make them at least get out of the way, but most likely when you do this against turrets and bastions who are camping, you're going to end up taking them all out. It feels really good. Another tip that I would like to give with her is that although she is a tank and she can fulfill the tank role, don't feel like you have to just sit there and protect your team. Of course, you do want to play the objective and sit on that objective, but don't feel like you cannot rush in there with your boosters and take people out. D.Va is very good at sticking up for herself. She does a lot of damage. She can protect people. She's just an all-around strong character. So if someone's camping up top, lobbing grenades at you or lobbing arrows, don't be afraid to go in there and take them out. Sometimes your team can't get to them. Sometimes your team is too squishy to deal with them. And D.Va can go up there and knock them off with her boosters, get in their face, and shoot them down. So how I personally like to play D.Va is taking pure advantage of her booster's ability. I use it to zip around the map quickly because not everyone can run, not everyone has this kind of movement. So what I'll usually do is go around with my boosters, see if I can find anyone that I can get into their face and pick them off, and then I'll go back to the capture point and see if I'm needed to be a tank there. I definitely do not just sit on capture points. D.Va doesn't have the best range in the game, so it's much better if you're in their face. And I find that just taking advantage of your boosters and getting around the map quickly, taking out a guy, going back to the point, going out again with your boosters, I find that's the best way to play her rather than just sitting on a point. So that is gonna do it for the first episode of Overwatts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed looking at D.Va because she's beautiful. I love her. Literally in love. Literally love her. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will have a link in the description to the playlist of all Overwatch videos that I've done so you can check them out, and I will speak to you awesome people later. Bye.